Having a large family and having many generations continuing on was a prized thing in ancient Egypt. So how do we read about and write about grandchildren in hieroglyphs? That's up next. Would it surprise you if I told you there's no actual word for granddaughter or for grandson in hieroglyphs? Well, it's true. But that doesn't mean that they didn't write about their grandchildren. They definitely did. They had two ways of doing this without having an actual specific word for them. Both use the words for daughter and son, that is, zat and za, that we learned about in a previous video. The first way is to simply use the term for son or daughter itself, because these words could mean any female or male descendant in a direct line of descent. This lack of specificity, though, can be particularly frustrating to us today because sometimes we can't figure out exactly who people were in terms of their relationships to each other. However, the other way that they labeled their grandchildren was much more specific, even more than we do with our English terms. And so we'll get into that in just a moment. First, if you're enjoying this video series on family terms, this is just a small part of what you'll learn in my popular course, Scribble School. Scribble School will take you from knowing nothing or a little bit about ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs to reading the most common texts that you'll see in museums, online, or on a trip to Egypt. Doors are open right now, but only for a couple more days, so you'll want to head over to scribleschool.com to get all the details and claim your spot. This more specific way to label a grandchild was similar to how they labeled grandparents that we talked about in a previous video. So for a granddaughter, they would label her as the daughter of his daughter, or the daughter of his son, for example, or zat net zat f, or zat net za f. And for a grandson, they would write the son of his son or the son of his daughter, za en za f, or za en za f. And sometimes these terms also leave that n or net out, such as we see on this stela belonging to a woman named Hanut. She has multiple daughters and granddaughters included on her stela, including this granddaughter here, who's labeled zat s, senet net mut. That is, the daughter of her daughter, senet net mut. Funny enough, senet net mut's name actually means the sister of the mother. For more on the word for mother, check out this video here, and for sister, check out this video here.